Hello friends, welcome back to I don't know why I get so nervous. Hello friends and welcome back to another video. This week I am taking you along my week of workouts. It ended up being a full week of workouts slash activity. So I show you pretty much any kind of physical activity that I get to in the week. You're gonna notice that right now I'm working out 4 times a week in the gym, mainly because I am playing volleyball at least 2 to 3 times because I'm part of a league team. So right now we just finished up our fall league or the winter season, and then we're starting up a new league every Monday evening. So volleyball is also pretty much taking up a big majority of my day-to-day activity, and so I pretty much leave cardio to volleyball, and then in the gym I'm hitting strength. Before I get started, just a disclaimer, following my workout step by step is not going to get you to your goals. So just be wary of that while you're watching. It should give you some inspiration, and I hope that I give you some tips and tricks so that you can organize a workout program for yourself to meet your goals. The last thing is currently I'm working out 4 times a week in the gym. I'm taking creatine, so I'm really trying to put on a bit of muscle by pushing myself in the gym. So that's my big focus right now. It's not like, again, I'm still trying to do a bit of a powerlifting style workout, but really it's just trying to grow a booty for the summer and trying to build some muscle. So without further ado, I know this video is going to be long, so let's get right into Monday. Today is Monday, day 1 of my week of workouts. Usually, because I play volleyball and I have 1 game every Sundays, and that's kind of set, and that's about 2 hours. So Sunday I usually play volleyball, and then one other day of the weekday I will usually go to a drop-in to practice. So it happens to be tonight. It's right now about 8 p.m. and we're gonna go to volleyball drop-in. So I didn't work out. I will take you to volleyball drop-in, kind of show you what it's like. A few of our teammates are coming to practice as well because we have playoffs, or round 2 or like week 2 of our playoffs and our final week as well. So we want to get in a bit of practice. So we're gonna go head over to the gym. It's right now 8:03. We need to be there by 8:30. So we should leave now. Let's go to volleyball drop-in. Woohoo! Woohoo!
To the place, dispatch you from a race. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, flowers on your face, and then I'm from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you.
Hello guys, today is Wednesday. The last time I spoke with you guys was on Monday when I did my volleyball drop-in. Yesterday I took a rest day because at volleyball I kind of tweaked my elbow. So I gave myself a day to rest. So today I'm going to hit the gym. We are going to do legs because it requires the least amount of, holding dumbbells. I'm probably gonna squat depending on how I feel. But I thought I would show you my quick outfit before we head to the gym. It is, whoop, I guess you can't really see. I'll show you a better look at the gym, but it's this cute set from VITAE. The color is not showing up. It shows up as blue in the camera, but it's actually this teal color, which I'm hoping the gym lighting will be better. It is 10:44 a.m. so I'm not gonna take pre-workout because I just had my morning coffee not too long ago, so I don't think I need it. And I don't usually work out this early. I usually work out around like 5-6 p.m. So it'll be interesting to go hit a morning session, but sometimes I actually do find that I lift heavier when I do a morning session, so we'll see. We're gonna hit some squats today and hit some legs.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song, now I know.
The first exercise that I started with is barbell squats. I don't show you my warm-up or my warm-up set so much because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. But if that's something that you are wondering or curious about, go watch my full Leg Day Explain where I take you through my lower body warm-up. I did a plate 15s on each side as a warm-up, and you see here I am adding a plate 25. One thing I want to say is when you are trying to go a little bit heavier, you're doing a weight that you are not used to, please use the safety bars that are there. You see me bringing mine up because just in case, you never know, you want to have a backup plan. And if you don't have a spotter, that's something that you want to watch out for. So bring those up. Every squat rack should have one. If it doesn't, then find one that does, because you don't want to hurt yourself. So I worked my way up to 195 pounds and I hit a new rep PR for 3 sets of 5. I've never done it for that many sets and reps. So super happy about that. Here I got Jason to spot me because I just feel a bit more comfortable when I have a person there, but I didn't need his help. I got it up on my own and it was definitely challenging and I was pretty toast by the end. Always put your barbell squats in the very front of your workout so that you have maximum energy. Then I moved on to a superset. I did heel elevated goblet squats and I supersetted that with step ups with a slow eccentric movement. With the heel elevated goblet squat, I placed my heels on a plate so that it's slightly elevated, and that's gonna help you target your quads a lot better. And I'm just holding a dumbbell up at my chest. Then with the step ups, the box I'm using is quite high. Ideally, I wanted one a bit lower, but that was okay because I have the ankle range of motion. But if you find that this is quite challenging or that you're using a lot of your lower back to do this, then go a little bit lower. A perfect height for step ups would be if you place one leg on it, your knee should be at 90 degrees. The purpose with this one is you are doing a slow eccentric, meaning when you're coming down and bringing that back leg back on the ground, you're slowing it down. You're not using that leg to help propel back up. You're keeping all the tension on the quad that's on the bench. About halfway through my workout and oh my gosh, the squats killed me. I am so tired, my quads are burning, but we're gonna get through it. I'm halfway through my first superset. I'm gonna do one more superset with probably some machines. Ideally, I'm gonna try to get in some Bulgarian split squats, but we'll see about that one. The next exercise, I did single leg extensions. I like to incorporate at least one single leg or unilateral exercise so that I'm working one leg at a time, because you will always have a small discrepancy in strength between the two sides. I did 8 leg extensions on my left leg first, because that's a weaker leg. Then I did 8 on my right leg, and then I did 8 together. For when you're doing the 8 together, try to stop at the top for a second and bring the machine down slowly. I ended the workout with box jumps. I like to do this because it trains a little bit of endurance, as well as I'm trying to practice my vertical for volleyball. So by doing it at the end, it's a great way to condition myself and train my body to do when I'm tired and try to jump high. I think I did maybe just 2 sets of 10 here. We successfully finished our workout. I'm just going down to the parking lot, but solid leg day. I feel great about it. I hit a new rep PR, which is 195 pounds for 3 sets of 5. Woo-woo. Everything's good. I parked right over here. That was a great workout. I'm very happy about it. I honestly was not expecting to do 3 sets of 5 at 195. For the past few weeks, I have been trying to really up my squats. So every week, I am progressive overloading in one way or another, meaning I'm either increasing the weight, and when I do and I'm doing something that a weight that I'm not used to, I will drop the number of reps that I do. So that's one way I program to increase my strength goal. It was about an hour, 5-10 minute workout. That's usually how long I keep it. I don't try to go anything past an hour and 15. That's what I usually do. But tomorrow I'm back in the gym, so I will see you tomorrow. I'm kidding, I told you I would see you tomorrow, but it's actually 8 p.m. now. We decided to go to volleyball drop-in again because I think we're just trying to get as many practices in before our playoffs on Sunday. So we are headed to volleyball now. It's a 2-hour session similar to the one on Monday. I will again try to film as much as I can in there. We're going with quite a few of our friends, so hopefully we get some better rallies than we did on Monday. is day 2. It's my second workout of the week. We are hitting push, so that is chest, triceps, and shoulders. So we're gonna hit bench and then do everything else. So let's go into the gym. Oh, it's cold. Thank you. I started off with some incline walking as a warm-up because it was quite chilly outside. I think I did for maybe about 8 minutes just to get my body warmed up. I didn't stay on for any longer than that. And my first exercise of push day is of course bench press. So I started off with a few warm-up sets and I made my way up to 3 sets of 8 at 85 pounds. Now that I'm looking back at these videos, I'm noticing that I'm bringing the weights down super quickly. So don't be like me and try to slow down the weights on the way down so you're not really bouncing off your chest. Then I moved into incline dumbbell chest press. When you're setting up for an incline bench press, you want a bench that will incline up to about a 45-degree angle. One tip that I have for you guys is when you're doing any kind of dumbbell exercise, don't just place the dumbbells on your hands. Make sure you're actively squeezing the dumbbell. That way your wrists are not loose and they're very tight and locked in place. I moved into a superset of seated Arnold press. The difference between an Arnold press and a regular shoulder press is you have this movement where you're twisting your palms inwards. By adding that extra movement, you are holding the dumbbells for longer and you're keeping your muscles under tension. So you're gonna find that with an Arnold press, it is a bit more tiring than a regular shoulder press, so you wanna go a little bit lighter. Then I supersetted that into lateral raises. I did these seated and oh my gosh, this was so heavy, but I wanted to challenge myself. That's why I'm taking quite a few breaks between each rep, but I do recommend you to minimize swinging when you're doing this. My soul left my body after the last set. So I did 10 incline chest press, 8 lateral raises, and I repeated the superset 3 times. I ended my workout with these cable overhead tricep extensions. These are one of my new favorite exercises, target the triceps. I just love it, it's fun. The one thing you want to watch out for is that you're not arching your back. Keep that core nice and tucked and engaged while you're doing this so that you are not using or straining your back. Just got finished with my workout. Not gonna lie, it was a bit awkward because there's a lot of Asian grannies and grandpas in there. And I could just tell their you know, stare of judgment. But we got it done and I got it filmed for both Instagram and for YouTube for this video. Sorry for the change in lighting, but I'm going back home and we're going to have some protein and I'm gonna add a scoop of creatine in there because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been taking you guys through my creatine journey and I really do think it is doing something. Don't know what, but it's doing something. So let's go. So I'm gonna finish chugging the rest of my protein and I will see you guys tomorrow for a different type of workout. I told you earlier in the video that I'm going to take a reformers Pilates class with my friend Jenny and that is happening tomorrow. So I will see you for that. Hello guys, happy Friday. Today is, I guess, I don't know, I think I vlogged almost every single day this week. Today I am here at Lagree West to do a Pilates class. I've never taken any kind of Pilates, any kind of reformer class, so this should be really exciting. It is a 30-minute class. They do have a discount for newcomers. I think it's 2 classes for $40. So I'm gonna try that out. It's a 30-minute class, so we'll see how much we do, but I believe it's like you hang on things and you stretch and you work a lot of those tiny muscle groups that I probably will be lacking at. So I'm excited to get humbled by this workout. Yeah, let's go head inside and I will chat with you when I get back.
Reach up nice and high to the ceiling. Go all the way down. Find that number 2, 4 line. Chest comes forward, chest comes forward. Yes, Julia. Forward and then bring all the way back down. Bring that feet back down, slide into that lunge. In 3, in 2, and 1. You hold it halfway. Now shift your weight to the middle. It's a heavy squat. Bring it down for the floor. Try not to move that carriage. And 1, press up through those heels as you come.
Okay, I just got done with my class. It went by super quick. I think the only challenging part was there's so many different straps, numbers, things that you have to remember, but luckily the person like next to me were all both like really advanced people, so I just like kept looking over to see what they were doing. Honestly, overall the class is not bad at all. I thought it'd be a lot more challenging than it was. Like, don't get me wrong, it was challenging, but for me, like, cardio is probably where I fall weakest, but there was barely any cardio. It was more like, you know, pulsing, shoulder burn, glute burn, which I don't really mind those things, but me just holding this camera up is tiring. That was really fun. I'm excited to go to a different class because I have a 2-session pass. I'm excited to try out a different instructor because I think per instructor they have their own style of teaching. In this one, she was more like burn, pulse, that kind of instructor. I want to do one that's more like cardio, high intensity, heart rate up kind of class. I do have 2 more workouts to do this week for the gym and my volleyball game on Sunday, so I'll chat with you tomorrow. Hello guys, today is Saturday. We are hitting back and buys. We are almost at the end of this week of workout, so it does feel like a long video, but I hope you're enjoying it so far. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment and just let me know so that I can appreciate you a little bit extra. But let's head to the gym now. I'm freezing sitting in the car, so let's go. The first exercise on my back and bicep day is deadlift. I started off with a few warm-up sets and I made my way up to 2 plates and I hit another rep PR. I did 2 plates, which is 225 pounds for 3 sets of 5, 4, 3, if that makes sense. So the first set I did for 5 reps, the second set I did for 4, and the third set I did for 3 because I was aiming for 3 by 5, but I couldn't do 5. But anyways, I'm super proud of myself here. As I got to my 5th rep, my form wasn't the best, so just be careful. It's still form over everything, but for me, I know my body, I know what I can be capable of, so that's why I pushed myself for that last rep. After I did that, I did 1 set of 10 reps of pause deadlifts at a plate on each side. So with this one, I'm trying to hold it at around my shin level for 1.5 to 2 seconds before pulling it up. By holding this there, you are forcing your core and your upper body to stay engaged for a bit longer. So it's a great way to train your deadlifts to get stronger. By the end, I think my fingers fell off my hands. Like my grip was burning, my hands were burning, I ripped some calluses along the way, but it was an overall great deadlift session. Then I moved into these pendlay rows. Unfortunately, the day that I went, the gym was super busy, so I didn't get access to a lat pull down or any cable machines. So this is my way of targeting my lats. With the pendlay row, you are starting from the ground, trying to keep your body at 90 degrees or parallel to the ground at the whole time. You're doing the same movement where you're pulling your shoulders away from you, you're squeezing your lats and bringing the barbell up to your stomach. I moved on to single arm bent over rows. These are a staple in my back day. I did 3 sets of 8 on each side and I supersetted that with seated bicep curls. With the single arm bent over row, a common mistake that I see a lot of people doing in the gym is they're just bringing their elbow as high as they can, and that's activating their shoulder rather than really engaging your back. So instead, to fix this, you want to think about bringing the dumbbell to your hip and squeeze your shoulder blades together and keep your chest open. So rather than thinking about bringing your elbows up, think about bringing it back and squeezing your shoulder blades together. I think I did 20 pounds with the bicep curls and oh my gosh. Again, this is why I think creatine is doing something for me, because the fact that I even attempted to bicep curl 20 pounds on each hand is just nonsense, but I did it. And I just want to take a moment and just appreciate my veins here. They were popping from just all the grabbing. And that was the end of my pull day. Happy Sunday. We've made it to the very last day of this week of workouts. So I'm right now headed to the gym. I just finished up with a client. So I'm going to hit glutes and a bit of core for my last workout, which I'm really excited about because glutes is definitely one of my favorite days for sure, and I usually like to save it for last. And that will be our last workout. So shall we go? We should. We've made it to the very last workout of this week. It was a glute focused day. I started off with some glute activation, which I don't show you here, as well as I don't show you my warm-up. Gotta believe me when I say I did one. Then I moved straight into hip thrust. I already did a lot of heavy exercises, so I dropped the weight a little bit. I tried to go for a bit of a higher volume day. So I did a plate 25 on each side, and I did 4 sets of 12. Some tips I want to give you for hip thrust is number one, find an appropriate height bench. If the bench is a bit too high, it's going to be hard for you to lock out your glutes and actually feel this exercise working. So I like to use the stepper, and I will adjust the height myself because some of the boxes are kind of an awkward height for me. Make sure you keep your shoulders and your eyes facing forward at all times, and think about tucking your tail at the top and squeezing. I love that feeling when you finish your last rep and your bum is screaming at you to stand up. That's the feeling that you're trying to go for. After hip thrust, I move straight into a Bulgarian split squat. I will either incorporate this into my glute day or my quad focus day that you saw on Wednesday. I held the kettlebell in one hand. By loading the weight unevenly to your body, it forces you to engage your core more so that you're not leaning to the side that you're holding the dumbbell. So it adds a little bit of a challenge, but on the flip side, because you're holding the dumbbell just in one hand, you're not holding as heavy of a weight, so it kind of compensates in that way. So it's just a fun way to change up my normal Bulgarian split squat of holding 2 dumbbells in each hand. And here I focused really on slow movements and controlling. I did 3 sets of 10 on each side. Then the very last exercise that I supersetted was dumbbell RDLs. I prefer using dumbbells over barbell RDL even if I can't go as heavy. It's because it forces me to practice my grip strength. This is one of the ways that you can strengthen your grip, is just get used to holding dumbbells for a long time. So I did 3 sets of 10 and I supersetted that with single leg curls. Like I mentioned with my lower body leg day that you saw early on, I like to incorporate at least 1 single leg exercise. I did 10 leg curls on each side, and that was the end of my workout. I ended my workout with a little bit of core. I did 5 exercises and I did each one for 50 seconds and I rested for 10 seconds. So I started off with knee up crunches, then I moved into these single leg drops, keeping your upper ab engaged by lifting your shoulder blades off the ground. Make sure for the first 2 exercises your elbows are wide instead of trying to tug at your neck. Your hands are just placed behind it as support. Then I moved into heel taps. Remember, don't be so dramatic with this. You want to do more side to side rather than swinging your body. Then I did cross body crunches, 25 seconds on each side. Then I ended with a 30-second side plank hold, and before resting, I moved into 10 side plank twists on each side. This is a great way. It's quite challenging, but it's a great exercise to incorporate. If you find that planks are just getting a bit easy for you, then try the side plank and you will definitely be humbled. I repeated the circuit 3 times because I was in the gym for a long time already and I was just trying to get the heck out of there. But that brings me to the very end of this video. It was a very long one, so if you made it this far, leave me a comment down below. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or need some more clarification, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will also leave a link to my application form if you need some help or you want to book a free call with me just to chat about you and your fitness goals. But other than that, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave both of those in the description box. Okay, bye.